there, my name is Jade and I am your Instructor Live Trainer. Welcome to session 3 of your back care program. So for this session today, I invite you to take a seat in a comfortable chair, have your feet grounded on the floor and just gently placing the hands onto the thighs. Let's first off make sure we've got a lovely lifted spine. So try not to tuck the tailbone under. Let's have the hips stacked with the space through the rib cage and the shoulders dropped away from the ears. From here, we're going to work with our right arm first. So I'm going to invite you to take the right arm up to the diagonal as you take a breath in, and then exhale as you bring the right arm in front of you. We're going to do that a couple of times. So we inhale as we open up. Look at your right hand as it goes. We get a lovely twist and gently bring the arm back forwards. Things you're trying to do here is keep your hips square to the front and trying to open up through the chest, through the shoulder blade. We're going to do an assisted thread the needle now. So you're going to take that right arm all the way up onto the diagonal. And now the right arm is going to come underneath your left arm. So you're going to thread the right arm underneath your left. What we're going to do here is bend through the left elbow and slowly rest your right arm onto the left thigh. Allow the body to fold forwards and look at your right hand as well. So I'm twisting through the neck at the same time. Now you will find you can go at your range of movement. So you might be able to fold forwards a little bit more or a little less than me. But make sure your bottom stays on the chair. And we're really pressing that right arm through so you get a lovely stretch and a twist through the upper and the lower back here. Please be careful as you roll yourself back up. Place the right hand onto the thigh. Let's do the other side. So we inhale, the left arm comes up onto the diagonal, and we exhale as we bring the left hand down in front of you. Remember, you're watching the arm as it goes, so hand and eye coordination. This helps the neck stay in alignment with the rest of the spine. So we're opening up through the chest, getting a gentle twist here as we do so. And then on our next one, we're going to thread the needle. So we're going to take that arm all the way up to the diagonal and then slowly bring that left arm underneath the right. So I thread it under, bending through the right elbow. The left hand rests onto the right thigh, and you fold the body over. Head is looking in the direction of your left hand. And you're allowing the body to drop. So try not to put too much pressure on the legs, simply folding over, taking a slow out breath whilst you're here in this thread the needle assist. And then we'll gently peel our way back up, place the hands onto the thighs and maybe have a little fidget, a bit of a wriggle if you want to. Okay, let's start to draw hugging knees into chest. Okay, so I'm going to invite you now to lift the right leg off the floor. I'm going to interlace my hands and cup them over the shin as I gently bring that leg towards the torso. Now, this might be more challenging for some of you than others. You might like to lean onto the back of your chair if you find that you can't keep a neutral spine here. Drop the shoulders down so there's not tension creeping up into the neck, and bringing that leg in every time you breathe out a little bit closer if you can. This is a lovely stretch to do on the ground as well, a really good one for your lower back. And then what we're going to do is take that right leg and pop it across the left. So I'm going to assist that right leg so it comes all the way over. So the thighs are going to gently come together. So imagine you were just sitting cross-legged at a table, for example. From here, we'll leave the left hand on the thigh. The right arm comes up towards the ceiling, so you make space first. And then we bring the right hand towards the back of the chair. Like we did in the first video, we're finding a gentle twist, once again, using the back of the chair. So I'm pressing my right hand into the chair so I can look round over the right shoulder. And I'm slowly pressing my legs in the opposite direction to the chest. So I'm taking the chest away from the midline of the body. So this is a little deeper progression from the seated twist we did in session number 1. Slowly making your way back to center with the right arm and gently bringing that leg off and popping the feet onto the ground. Let's do that on the other side. So we're going to pick up the left leg now, interlacing the hands together, popping them over the shin and getting yourself comfortable. Don't be afraid to have a fidget if you need to. Slowly bringing that thigh in towards the torso. Remember, you can modify and lean against the back of the chair. So if you're feeling a pull or something feels uncomfortable in your back, use the assistance to lean on the back of the chair or simply keep that foot grounded, okay? Don't put any pressure through the upper body. You want to keep that nice and relaxed. Then we're going to assist that leg. It comes across the right leg now, so the thighs come together. Right hand is going to stay there. The left arm comes up first so that we can make space through the spine. We don't want to collapse into the pelvis. And then we take that hand backwards, finding the back of the chair. And I'm gently going to pull myself around so I can look over the back shoulder. Inhale every time you lift a little taller, and exhale every time you twist a little further. Slow pause here, just to really get the benefits out of this wonderful stretch. Making your way back to center when you're ready, bringing the hand off, and we're going to untangle the legs, realign yourself, both feet grounded now. Both hands on the thighs. Previously, we did a small roll down prep where we just came to look at the belly. I'm going to invite you to roll all the way down now, okay? So from here, we're going to bring the chin to the chest, roll the shoulders forward, slide the hands towards the knees. So I'm looking at the belly. This is as far as we got before. Now I'm going to continue to roll to let my hands roll down my shins. I'm now letting the body fold all the way over, and you let the arms dangle as far as they will go. Let the head fall heavy, let the shoulders hang. Try not to worry about touching the floor, just let the body hang wherever it goes. And then as you come up, remember I mentioned about restacking like Lego. So chin stays on the chest. You slide the hands up the legs. You rebuild the spine, restack. The shoulders comes up and then the head lifts. We're going to do that one more time. Okay, so chin to the chest. Shoulders curl forwards, you slide the hands towards the knees, and then possibly you're going to keep going. The hands slide down the legs, you let the body fold over. Let the body dangle here, so let the head, the shoulders fall down. And then you're opening up through the upper back, through the lower back. Keep the chin on the chest, rolling yourself all the way back up. Drop the shoulders away from the ears, and then lift the head. Okay, great. Let's come into the hamstrings. It's really important to stretch out your lower body as well. So I'm going to invite you to straighten your right leg only. Now I'm going to bring myself towards the front of my chair. Just be careful with your chair. Make sure you are fully seated, okay? The hands are going to come to the hips, so they're just staying out the way. And now keeping that right leg straight, we're going to hinge forwards from the hip. So I fold my body forwards just enough, keeping a straight back so that you can feel the back of the hamstring, which is the muscle in the back of the right leg, and you can feel that opening up. So I'm definitely secure here, grounding the left foot into the floor, hinging from the hips. I'm trying to fold the body over. And as you do so, it depends how tight your hamstrings are. You may feel this in the back of the leg, down the back into the calf. Try not to lock the knee out. So try to keep that knee quite soft, okay? And then we peel ourselves back up. We're going to bend that leg, so make sure the right foot is grounded. Lengthen the left leg away, so the left foot's flat, the left leg's long. Keep your hips and chest square as you fold, hinging from the hips. Try and keep the back straight, so lengthen the spine, so you're not collapsing the body over. Okay, we want to keep that spine lovely and long. Slide the shoulder blades down the back. Breathing into the back of that left leg. Okay, so really trying to open up through the back of the left leg here. Slow, steady breath. And then we'll gently peel ourselves all the way back up, bending both knees. Okay, this time I'm going to invite you to take the right leg out to the side. So have a fidget, make sure you are comfortable. I'm more coming towards the right hand corner of my chair now. So the right leg's going out to the side. The sole of the foot is flat and the toes are facing towards the front of the chair. Left leg is grounded, the knee is over the ankle, and that foot is flat on the floor. Hands are on the hips once again, and I'm going to hinge from the hips again. So I'm lengthening the body forwards, pressing both feet into the ground. All 10 toes are down. So now I'm opening up through the right inner thigh into the groin. So sometimes with our back, if we have tight hamstrings, tight hips, tight glutes, the muscles of the bottom, this can cause issues with our back, okay? So really important we go into the lower body a little bit as well. Let's slowly bring ourselves up. Use your hands so that you make sure you're safe and secure as you transition to the other side. So you're coming to the left corner of the chair now. The left leg extends out to the side. The foot is flat. Right knee is bent. Hands on the hips, hinging forwards from the hips. Please be careful with your chair. Make sure it's not going to slide away from you. Maybe you might like to put your chair leaning up against a wall or something just to be safe. Trying to keep the chest, the hips square to the ground here. And again, we mentioned about activating the abs before as well. We're still drawing that belly button towards the spine so that we're activating through the abdominals. Let's slowly peel ourselves back up. Use the hands to bring yourself back into center. And just on that mention of abdominals, it's really important to strengthen your lower abdominals here because that will support the back. So I'm going to invite you to just make a triangle. So you bring your index fingers together and your thumbs together. And I'm making a triangle over my belly button. Now, where your fingertips are, this is pressing on your big lower tummy muscle, okay? And this is what we're going to try and activate now. So drawing the belly towards the spine, I'm going to invite you to lift one foot off the floor and gently pop it back down and then change sides. So I'm alternating leg lifts here. Now I want you to go really slow, maybe lifting the heel only at first, and see if you can really switch on and feel those muscles underneath your fingertips firing up. We want to try and get them to engage. If you're feeling a pull in your lower back, my advice would not to do this, okay? So it'd be to stop this exercise and maybe focus on lifting the heels only to see if you can really fire up through the lower tummy, the pelvic floor area. Whilst you're doing this, nothing has changed with the back. Shoulders are still relaxed. There's length through the spine, and we are simply touching on abdominal activation. Let's do one last time here. And then we'll keep those feet grounded. Try and keep that core engaged as we take the hands off. Take a big breath all the way, lifting up towards the ceiling, and breathe out through the mouth as you bring those arms down. That was your session 3. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you hopefully for session number 4.